Hey everybody, welcome to the Elite Dangerous Road to Release previews. We are down to 2 days until release. So we're going to take a look at these last two options. I encourage you to check out my previous videos that I've been putting out all week long, which talk about all these other starting options, which some of you may have available. But we're down to the last couple of days, so we're going to take a look at the basic starting options, which are available to most players buying the game. And that is this one. This is one we're on right now. We're going to take a look at, which is a stock Sidewinder in a random federal system with 500 credits under our belt. And when we get started in here, there's lots of other options that have lots more money, and people may, complain about pay to win and stuff like that. But really, all of the other options out there are attainable within just a couple of days worth of play, really, if you're doing halfway decently. So I'm going to start off with one of the most humble beginnings you can, a random federal station in a stock Sidewinder. Only 500 credits, which is not enough to do anything. Let's take a look at the galaxy map to find out where we are. Wolf 835. There's Sol and Arcanar. Ada Hercules. So this is where we are. We're in pretty deep in Federation space. There's lots of independent stations around us as well. If we take a look at Starport, we're Bo's station. Take a look at our Starport stuff here. And the first thing we want to do is take a look at the bulletin board. And it looks like from this bulletin board that there isn't really any missions to start off with that we can do, but that's okay. We will go to the navigation and see if we can't find a mission someplace else. So, starting off a new career, we need to do our pre-flight checklist. Yaw right, yaw left, thrust right, thrust left. Thrust up, thrust down, throttle both directions, hit our landing gear control, weapon deploy, target ahead, primary fire, UI focus. Okay, with our checklist done, we are ready to get underway with just 2 days to go until Elite Dangerous releases to the general public. If you pre-ordered the game, make sure you get you can download and play the free combat scenarios right now. I highly recommend you do that to get some combat skills in. It's going to make a big difference on how well you do surviving for your first couple of encounters. Let's see here. Let's kind of fly through the station to get ourselves past this junk. This isn't dangerous at all. Then again, the Sidewinder is pretty tiny. Okay, landing gear. We're going to go to Hackworth to see if we can't find any missions over there. In fact, we could skip it all. Let's go to Bennett Port. Bennett Port is a Coriolis starport. It's going to be a much bigger station than this outpost that we're leaving. That little outpost right there. And while we're flying to Bennett Port, I want to take a look at the galaxy map. And I'm going to use this feature. So, occasionally, your random start location might put you in a place where you really can't fly hardly anywhere. You kind of want to check the galaxy map, crank this all the way up to 4 tons, put this on fastest routes, and see if you can go places. And it looks like we have a nice long chain of places that we can actually go to. If you find yourself in a situation where you're stuck, just clear your save and start over again. Ooh, an unidentified signal source. Now, unidentified signal sources can be dangerous. They might be filled with pirates. But they can also be filled with money. So if you're really confident in your combat skills from practicing in those single-player combat scenarios, you've been practicing a lot, getting everything down, definitely come check these out, because you might find things like rebel transmissions. I'm going to lower my cargo scoop and pick these up. The hardest part's going to be finding a freaking black market to sell them on, I bet. Clang. Okay, so just to warn you, what I am doing is I am picking up Rebel transmissions, and these are, we'll take a look at the cargo hold to verify it, but these are all considered stolen cargo. They're essentially illegal. But if I can find a place to sell them, like Bennett, I'm going to skip Bennettport. I was at Bose Station. I didn't check to see if they had a black market. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to head right back to Bose Station and see if they have a black market. Okay. Cross our fingers. Hope we find contacts. No. No black market here. Want to get out of here. And another thing I could look at, actually, are the allegiances for these ones. So we were at Bose. Dynamic Incorporated. Allegiance Independent. Okay, so there's... The independent ones oftentimes have black markets in them. So I'm gonna head there. That's where the shadier side of the populace hangs out, maybe. We'll find out. I like these Sidewinders. They're just nice and nimble. Not quite as nimble as the Eagle, but the Sidewinder is definitely a good little starting ship. Get some upgrades for them, and they're actually really capable of bounty hunting. And I think you can double their cargo capacity as well. Let's spend 3 credits. Contacts. No black market. Wow. What a place to stick a station. Whoever parked this industrial place here is crazy. I just hope they have a black market so I can sell my stuff. Worst case scenario, I fly into deep space, drop out a Super Cruise, and dump it back off right where I found it, or some other place. Deploy the old landing gear here.
Landing gear deployed.
And let's set ourselves down. Clang. I've had worse landings. Okay, contacts. Dang it, no black market. Ah. There we go. Contacts. No black market. Okay, to the cargo hold. And jettison. And it's a good thing I am not carrying that stolen cargo right now. Otherwise, I'd be in big trouble with a huge fine. It's not like, criminal, like, attacking another ship criminal. You don't become wanted, but you do get a fine, and it's a hefty fine. Usually the fine is bigger than any money you're going to make from selling the stolen goods. And if you don't pay the fine within 24 hours, that's 24 real hours by the way, not 24 game hours, you that fine becomes a bounty with you being wanted on the other side, and that's when your life starts becoming really problematic. So be careful with stolen goods. Basically is what I'm saying. I was hoping to find an easy black market in one of those outposts that's out in the middle of nowhere, because those don't have a lot of ships around them, and I can usually sell my stuff there, but couldn't find a black market to save my life. Now watch, this one has a black market. Yep, there's a black market right there. Bulletin board. Seeking all manner of luxury goods. I don't even have enough money to buy any of those.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let's see what Riley Dock has for us. First things first, we're going to go to contacts and go to the local security office and claim this bounty voucher. Okay, that was Splash 1, easy peasy. 921 credits, that's big help. Haven't spent very much on fuel just flying around the local system. And the bulletin board. Available but unobtainable missions. Well, okay, we're out of hyperspace, coming up to Lubin Orbital. Or we're out of supercruise, I should say. We hyperspaced from our starting station over to a neighboring star system. After flying all over the place in that one system, docking at a lot of different stations to see if we couldn't find any missions at the bulletin board. But I couldn't find any. So I finally gave up on the place and left. Now we're at Lubin,
Scan detected.
which may or may not be any better for us. But it didn't cost us hardly anything to fly here, so it's no big deal. Got a lot of other players flying around in the area. You can see them by their hollow squares. Those are all members of the Pilots Federation. They'll be listed as commanders if you target them, and that means that they're players, just like you and me, as opposed to AI or NPCs.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, it looks like someone's pissed off the the gatekeepers. They will shoot you for loitering.
Engines disengaged.
Alright, Lubin Orbital, let's see what you've got for us. This hyperspace jump cost us all of 23 credits of fuel, so bulletin board. Here we go. I will take the most expensive, which is back to Mokosh. Oh, they want us to move a bunch of liquor. Yeah, sure, why not? It'd be funny if we could still get that stolen cargo mission. Okay, transactions. To Anderson Terminal, LHS 333. LHS 33333. And here we are out of hyperspace. Okay, into Super Cruise. Anderson Terminal is 2,000 light seconds away. And what? Whoa, let's not crash into the sun. This is going to be a problem. I'm taking heat damage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because I'm too close to the sun, because I'm flying badly. Align with the escape vector. That's this way.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Temperature.
Okay, we gotta fly away from the sun. Or this planet's central star, I should say. We are taking some serious damage. Okay, now that we're cooling off, we can target this unexplored thing. So this is one of the things you can do. In fact, I should set up, since I'm in an unexplored area, put my discovery scanner on a button binding and take a look around. Once you're within range, you'll begin scanning it, and when you've completed the scan, the information gets stored in your databanks. Okay, we're coming up on Anderson Terminal, and I am going to go ahead and fire off my discovery scanner to find out information on this astronomical object around which it's orbiting. So we'll go ahead and just pick up a scan here of this, looks like a gassy giant with some rings. I see resource extraction sites, which means mining is a potential. Alright, we've popped out of Super Cruise and are heading into Anderson Terminal. Let's go ahead and get our civilian outpost request docking clearance done. Yeah, they didn't think about their approach vectors when they designed this particular station, did they? Okay, we're at Anderson Terminal where we're dropping off our mission. Repair, refuel, bulletin board. 3,300 bucks. Made about 3,000 bucks in profit. No missions here that I can do. Own ship required. Why can't we do this one? Too much cargo. So, there you have it. That's a pretty humble beginning to start off with. Sidewinder and 500 credits in a random Federation system. But, as you can see, getting going isn't terribly difficult. All I had to do was fly around for a while. Bit of the luck of the draw. I flew around for about an hour before I really found anything. I'm going to cut this video down to a shorter length, be much more digestible, and I don't know exactly what you'll be missing out on, but I'll try and keep all the important things in. But basically, all I had to do was fly around. I spent a little bit of money in fuel. The only repairs I had to do were because I was stupid and flew too close to the sun. Oh, I forgot. While I was flying around this particular station, I had some data for Universal Cartographics. So again, as a Sidewinder, you come with a basic discovery scanner, and any system you go to that's unexplored makes you scan, you use your basic discovery scanner and scan anything you find, because you can take that and turn it into money as well. And now, after about an hour's worth of work, I have 6,661 credits. So as you can see, the boost up of starting off with 500 credits is insignificant compared to how much money I've made so far. And if I had been a little bit luckier on the coin flips as far as where I start and what missions are available, I'd be doing much better in a much shorter time. So the difference between 100 credits and 500 credits is literally nothing. I wouldn't worry about that as having a terribly big advantage in anything. But that is going to be it for this Elite Dangerous Road to Release preview. One final note. This is a preview release, so things may change before the actual release happens, but I expect that most of this will be in the game pretty much like this is, without any bugs in there. But until next time, I'm going to say keep flying and stay shiny. Tune in tomorrow, which is the day before the actual full release, when I start off with the most humble beginnings of all, a Sidewinder and 100 credits, and show you how you can kind of get started there. That way you have, you can take a look at what options you want to choose when, if you have multiple options. Most people will be starting off just like I am, or I did, with a Sidewinder and not much money to begin with. So you can expect a lot of people to be flying around asking questions, being generally broke. And until next time, thanks again. Goodbye.